Alright, so here we are doing a farm DIY type thing. Today we have this Kenmore washing machine right here, and it's leaking all over the floor when I use it. So we're going to use the phone to take some pictures of this stuff and show you how to fix it. And we're going to start with that. So I'll just bring my phone up here. Alright, so it's a nice mess. So most people, they probably can't figure out how to get these things apart. So the first thing that you got to do is you just got to pull on this little part right here. Just like that. Which is going to reveal the screw that's right there. There's one on both sides. So you have to do it on both sides. So you end up with a screw on both sides. Then we're going to have this universal screwdriver. These things are great because they have two different Phillips, two different standards, a 5/8 and a 1/4 inch, all in one thing. So for this one, all we really need is the Phillips. So we're going to do the Phillips screws. And you could use a gun here, but I'm not using a gun. Once they come so loose, you don't have to take them all the way out. You just loosen them up far enough. Then you just pull forward on it and lift it up like that. This one we see there's a beehive in there. Pull that out. Needs to be cleaned up. Spiders made a home. But here's the next thing. First, you gotta undo this little guy right here. And you do that by just pulling that out like that. Pull this little tab out and then pull it up. And it comes right off. See that? Next are these two springs. Make sure you got the standard side up, and then go right in this little area right here. Pull up. See that? The whole thing just came out, and on this side too. So, I'm just taking that. Flip. Pull up. This one's being a little bit of a pain. And there we go. And that's it. Believe it or not, that's the whole thing to take this apart. Now this whole top will flip forward. See, the whole top flips forward. Right. Now that we have that all apart and got this just like this, we're going to look for where the leak is. Now, my guess is that right there, right down on the bottom, that's the pump. And that pump is probably where it's leaking from. Alright, so we're going to just take a quick inspection though, and take it and look at it. Uh-oh, Black Widow. We got some Black Widow webs, so now I'm going to be a little bit more careful. I'll grab one of these guys here. Try to get the widow webs out. Now widow webs are way thicker. I mean, they're strong, right? So when you feel a web that doesn't break easy, you know that it's a widow web. Whoops. So now these got all these rubber hoses. See the rubber hoses? And we live on a farm, so there's a good chance that a mouse or something could have got in there and actually ate part of the rubber hoses. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the machine and see if we can find where it's leaking. So you can just fill it just like that. Won't hurt it. We're going to fill it up and we're going to look for water leaking. Oh, I can already see it. And you can see it is indeed the pump leaking straight out. See it leaking? So to pull this pump off, you just undo the two hose clamps, and then these two little things right here, you just move them back out of the way, and that removes the pump. Now you're going to have to make a jumper since we haven't done the hood latch from 1 to 3. Do that so that it'll spin, because otherwise you won't be able to drain it. All right. Now once you have it drained, then you can take the jumper back off, because you're not going to drain it again. You're still going to have a bunch of water on the ground, and you see that this is leaking still. So you're going to have to mop it up and stuff as you go. Once you make sure you have your new pump before you take the old pump apart. Now you're going to need some different, still going to need this screwdriver. You need a pair of pliers too to take off the hose. So first off, put something down to soak up the water. All right, so you could try to catch it, but in my experience that it's pretty hard to catch the water. You're just gonna have to trust me on that. So we're gonna take off this, then that. We're not gonna take the hoses off yet, and then we're gonna release this clamp and that clamp. All right. You can see we just clamped it like that. Now I can move it back, and that's it. All right, so I moved the clamps back. The hose is still on. Now I'm gonna take these off. You just take a regular screwdriver and you just pry it down, just like that. Try not to lose them, and if they're a pain to get back into the slot sometimes, and then this one's the same thing. Just pry up. And there we go. That's that. I'm going to put them both right here, out of the way. All right, now this whole pump is going to slide forward. Now the reason that we didn't take off the hoses yet is so that once I slide it forward, I can bring the hoses out here and release them so the water drains into the towel. Just pull out, comes right off. See that? You're going to have a shaft right there. And then just you pry underneath there with your screwdriver on each of those, and it'll come off. I can't do it because I can't show you. I can't show you because I need both my hands. Here, well, I can show you a little bit. So just take the hose and just pry right underneath. Loosen it up as you pull, and it'll come right off. Lots and lots of water came out. I wanted to mention this: do not get your motor wet. if you do get your motor wet, you have to wait for it to dry before you continue. Alright, so I just got an old pump out of one that was laying around here, and we're going to try that. Washed it out, make sure there's nothing in it. Let's see if it works. Okay, so I put the hoses back on, and I put the one on the bottom in. And I'll wait to put the top one on after I'm done. Now, we don't know if this is a good pump. I got it off an old washer, so once we put it back together, we'll try it out and see if it leaks. So as you can see, we have it back in, everything's back on. You know, you just push them down. You just put it in and push it straight down on there. Make sure that you have it, the little pegs and the holes and everything lined up. All right, let's see if it worked. So far, I got it partly filled and there's no leaks. So now I'm going to drain it, and then I'll fill it all the way and let it run and see what happens. All right, so you can see the agitator's working properly. If it wouldn't be spinning, that would mean that they're not that good actually. Probably could use the new clips in there because I can hold it still. So there's supposed to be little things in there. I'll have to order sets. They're very cheap, and then you fix the agitator. Seems to be working good enough though, and we see no leaks that I can see. Let me look a little closer. You see some dripping. Still a little bit wet from when I drained everything. Looks good. So I'll drain it and see if it leaks when it drains real quick, and then go from there. I guess it wasn't recording, so you have to put in these little things right there. Those go into those little slots in the base, and I got it. I'm going to clean it up and use it now, and no leaks, and that's it. So saved about $300 probably or more. Had the pump out in an old wash machine, and that's just farm life. Alright, see you later. Okay, all back together. Uh-oh, I just realized I forgot to plug in the safety switch.